So I thought it would be easier for me to just kind of draw you a picture of and show you verbally about what the solar incoming radiation and what greenhouse gases do to the atmosphere and what it does to Earth. So I'm going to start by drawing a little sunshine over here. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to draw the surface of the Earth right here. Okay, we're going to throw in a continent just to make it look better. Okay, ready? So what happens is initially, solar radiation will come in as shortwave, meaning that there's a shorter distance between two crests or two troughs. Okay, and it comes in and hits the Earth, and the Earth absorbs that heat, right? Let me draw another one really quick. There we go. And it's absorbed by the Earth. And so it warms the Earth and it makes the waters warmer, but there is extra radiation that gets re-emitted back out from the Earth. And that happens in long wave, or as I go, let me just do this really quick, like that. And it's the long wave energy, that the radiation that gets resubmitted back out into the atmosphere. So the short wave, I'm going to go ahead and write that down here. The short wave is in it's in ultraviolet or UV, which is in the visible spectra of light, where, and you know that you're supposed to wear sunblock when you go outside because you don't want to get burned from the UV rays, whereas the longer wave radiation that gets re-emitted back out is in the form of infrared. Okay, IR. So what happens is, if you have, with greenhouse gases, you have to realize that this is a naturally occurring thing that happens anyways, right? Within reason. So I'm drawing in these little black dots that are denoting little gases that are floating around up in the atmosphere. Now, as you notice, I drew a lot of them because it's not, when there's a lot of them, obviously we're going to have issues with the ability for it to release that heat back out into the atmosphere. So here comes a little doodad, this nice long wave guy coming up, and he hits a gas particle, whether it's methane, carbon dioxide, whatever it is. Well, it gets absorbed by the gas, and what it does is it turns around. Let me change color here, and it starts to re-emit it back down to Earth again. Now, it does send some of it back out, but obviously the amount going back out into the atmosphere has been reduced quite a bit, and some of it's coming back down and re-hitting the Earth's surface again. And so you get enough of these coming out, right? And they keep hitting these gases, and those gases keep re-emitting the heat back down into the Earth's surface. Then we'll give it a little bit of stuff leaving, a little bit of stuff leaving. Pretty soon you're going to have so much stuff bouncing back, right, that it's going to greatly affect what's happening when it comes to temperatures here on Earth, right? We won't go too crazy. We'll let some of the stuff leave. And so what that does is we call it trapping heat within the Earth's lower atmosphere. Okay, the gases will trap the heat. And what do you do when you trap heat? Boy, I write like a 5-year-old. We raise the temperature, right? And that could be problematic. And so once again, just to reiterate, the solar radiation comes from the sun, right? In short wave or ultraviolet radiation, and it comes down and hits the surface of the Earth. Then the surface of the Earth absorbs that energy and re-emits it back out into long wave or infrared radiation. You can see that right there. Well, when you have these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, like you see all those little black dots, if that re-emitted light from the surface of the earth hits that gas, it's going to absorb it and rebounce some of that energy back down to the surface of the earth. A little bit of it can escape, but not nearly as much as if it wasn't there, right? And so what that does is it traps the heat at the surface of the earth. And eventually what it's going to do, it's going to raise the temperature slowly at the surface of the earth. And that could be a problem, right? And so I wanted to share that with you guys in a way that I can help you guys to kind of walk you through it instead of just having to read it or see pictures. And that's it.